Hello everybody, my name is Skybound
Starlight Flux.
and we've just got finished watching episode 1
of a mindfuck
of Steins Gate, which I guess could also fall under the classification of mindfuck.
Like, what the hell was that? Okay, number one, why the hell was the intro halfway through the flipping episode?
Yeah.
We actually got caught out by that. You can see that in our reaction that's below now.
Yeah, that really threw us off because a lot of the time what happens with these anime is like the first episode doesn't have an intro and then it puts the intro right at the end instead of ending credits.
Unless you're counting Hero Academia, which doesn't do that.
Yeah, but a lot of anime do it, so that's what I thought was happening. Turns out, no, it just shoved the intro right in the middle someplace. But weird intros aside, that was really confusing.
Oh god, like, okay, so to recap, he started off in what seemed to be a time travelling convention.
Yeah.
With someone who...
You're on screen at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, I don't know whether it's a daughter or what.
No, if you're talking about, what's the name?
Yeah, anime names.
The girl who's just like, who calls him Okarin instead of Kyoma.
Yeah.
You're in Kyoma. Yeah, so there was her, there was obviously the mad scientist.
An elite hacker.
An elite hacker. It's a very sort of weird...
It seems like he's gone back in time.
So, I mean, if we look at what happened during that episode, so he goes to a time travel lecture or something, where he interrupts it to go, you know, this is all the same as John Titor's work, which was published in 2000. Okay, and then he gets dragged off.
Yeah.
By that woman whose name we forgot, who was like
basically.
Who said, you warned me about something, you were trying to warn me about something 15 minutes ago. We didn't see him warn her. We hadn't even seen her until that moment in time. Yeah. So it's just like, what is actually going on now?
And then she turns out that she's dead.
Yeah, then she ends up dead. And he's sort of all freaked out. He sends a message to his hacker friend.
And then by doing that, after he's done that, he ends up getting sent back in time to the point when that flipping satellite had dropped on the convention centre earlier.
Presumably back in time, but the thing is...
Well, how could that other person be still alive if he hadn't been sent back in time?
But the thing is, they were saying the event was cancelled. But he attended the event.
Yeah, you see, this is where somebody's obviously altered timelines. Somebody's obviously either altering timelines or he's just fucking crazy, and this is just it from my perception. Or it's basically like how Tracer's time travel power works, where it goes back in time, but it only affects certain things because it's essentially like the source code equivalent is changing only certain lines and not everything, basically. Yeah, it's complicated.
But then there's also some weird stuff as well. Like, I don't really get what their thing is with that weird microwave that's just turning everything to gel. I don't really get that.
Yeah, that seems... I don't know. It seems like we're being given a lot of pieces which will be put together later on.
We're basically being given a load of pieces, but they're all in the wrong order.
Yeah. Which
is interesting. Also, that other thing...
What did you say you found very interesting the way they did it? You did say... Because you said that in the reaction.
Well, I've had a friend who watched Steins Gate who told me, like, when you watch it, you will have no idea what's going on, basically. You'll have no idea what's going on, but stick with it, because it gets super interesting as things start to piece together. And I will say I have no idea what's going on, but things I've taken note of so far, first of all, it seems like there's multiple timelines going on.
Yeah,
because there's the one where he attended the event, and there's one where the event was cancelled.
Because of that...
Because the satellite struck the building.
Yeah.
So there's at least two different... And there's obviously the timeline where she died, which was the same one where he went to the conference, and one where she's alive, where the conference never took place.
Yeah.
But then there's other things as well. Like, he sent a text message to his hacker friend. That happened in the same reality because he had that email.
Yeah.
But even though he sent one email, it got broken up into 3 parts.
Yeah, but that could just be a computer fault error. That could easily be a computer bug. I've seen stupid bugs before. It could easily be something like that.
But it's weird as well how it was sent back a week in time.
So basically, he sent a
So did he jump forward in time, or it's?
Yeah, it's
because they insist that the event, that conference, never took place, that it was cancelled.
So if he sent it, it's almost like he sent it he sent it from one timeline to another in the past. It's almost like if you had a line of 2 timelines, he sent it from that part to that part, essentially.
Yeah.
And on a different timeline. Yeah, it's really. I'm interested in this now. I really am. I want to continue watching this.
And the interesting thing as well is he seems to be the only one
Who's affected
who recalls what. Like, he's the only one that seems to recall any of that.
Yeah.
Because he's like, what about, we went to this thing. We went to it. No, we didn't. But we did. It's super interesting, and I'm kind of curious how they're going to keep doing it. I don't even think we can realistically, score this the same way as we've scored anything else.
No, we can't.
Because at the moment we don't really know what's going on, so it's very difficult to establish what is actually happening.
Because at the moment, I would say, out of a what the fuck factor, I would definitely give it a 10. But out of a story factor, it seems like a garbled mess, so I can't really say anything about it.
I think
I'll wait and give it the usual 3-episode rule and see what happens. Although I'm expecting it to make a lot more sense later on, so...
Hopefully. Well...
Anyway, time travel anime is always fucking confusing.
Yeah.
Well, time travel stories in general, that's what I mean.
Let's just say at the moment, it was interesting. It's introduced a lot of interesting concepts already, and I'm quite keen to see how it's going to continue things. I'm quite interested to see how the story is going to build as this continues. For the time being, though, I'm going to hold off on giving it any sort of score.
Same here.
So, hopefully you'll enjoy our review either way, and we look forward to doing more episodes of Steins Gate. So I'm Skybound.
Sorry, folks.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Right.